Skipping breakfast or eating breakfast wrongly, dangerous mistakes for health. Dear friends, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, providing energy for the body after a long night and helping to maintain stable blood sugar levels as well as the functioning of organs. However, many people have the habit of skipping breakfast or eating breakfast incorrectly without realizing that this can cause negative effects on our health. Part 1. Harmful effects of skipping breakfast. First, skipping breakfast can cause a series of negative effects on health, especially hypoglycemia, fatigue, and decreased concentration. After a long night without energy, blood sugar levels drop to a low level. If you don't eat breakfast, the body will not have a source of glucose to maintain its activities, especially the brain, the organ that consumes a large amount of glucose to maintain cognitive function. When the brain lacks energy, the ability to concentrate, remember, and react is significantly reduced. This explains why people who regularly skip breakfast are prone to feeling dizzy, having headaches, even lightheadedness, and losing balance. The body falls into a state of lethargy and lack of flexibility, affecting work and study performance. Not only that, prolonged hypoglycemia can lead to irritability, impatience, and reduced ability to control emotions. Skipping breakfast not only causes hypoglycemia, fatigue, and decreased concentration, but also disrupts metabolism and increases the risk of diabetes. When not eating breakfast, the body is forced to mobilize glycogen reserves from the liver to maintain blood sugar levels. However, this reserve is limited, and if the energy shortage persists, the body will gradually lose its ability to maintain stable blood sugar. This puts pressure on the pancreas, forcing this organ to produce more insulin to balance blood sugar levels. In the long term, this disorder can reduce the effectiveness of insulin, leading to insulin resistance, one of the main causes of type 2 diabetes. When the body does not respond well to insulin, blood sugar levels will increase, causing metabolic disorders and impairing the function of many important organs. In addition, skipping breakfast regularly also changes the body's eating mechanism, leading to overeating at the next meals of the day, causing a spike in blood sugar after meals and putting great pressure on the pancreas. If this condition continues, the pancreas will gradually weaken, the ability to regulate insulin will decrease, increasing the risk of diabetes and other metabolic diseases. Skipping breakfast not only causes hypoglycemia and metabolic disorders, but also seriously affects the digestive system, especially the stomach. The stomach has a mechanism to secrete digestive acid according to biological rhythms, even when there is no food. If you don't eat breakfast, this excess acid will not have food to neutralize, leading to erosion of the stomach lining. Over time, the lining is damaged, causing gastroduodenal ulcers, one of the most common and difficult to treat digestive diseases. Not only that, leaving the stomach empty for a long time also increases the risk of acid reflux. When excess acid is not neutralized by food, it can reflux into the esophagus, causing irritation, burning in the epigastric region and leading to gastroesophageal reflux disease. This condition is not only uncomfortable but also has long-term effects on the esophagus, increasing the risk of infection, even leading to serious complications such as Barrett's esophagus. For those who already have stomach problems, skipping breakfast will aggravate the condition. The stomach is constantly irritated by acid without food protection, making ulcers more severe, causing prolonged pain and reducing the quality of life. Stomach pain can flare up more severely at noon due to strong stomach contractions when receiving food after a long period of emptiness. In addition, skipping breakfast also affects the intestinal microflora. When there is no food for a long time, the balance of microflora is disrupted, making the digestion and absorption of nutrients less effective. This can lead to bloating, constipation, or diarrhea, causing discomfort and reducing daily performance. Thus, maintaining a full breakfast not only helps provide energy for the new day but also plays an important role in protecting digestive health. A scientific breakfast habit not only helps maintain a healthy digestive system but also reduces the risk of stomach diseases, ensuring stable and effective metabolism. Finally, many people believe that skipping breakfast can help lose weight, but in fact, this has the opposite effect. Not only does it not help you lose weight, but it can also easily lead to uncontrolled weight gain. When the body is not provided with energy in the morning, it will automatically switch to energy-saving mode to preserve resources, causing the metabolic rate to decrease. Once the metabolism slows down, the body will burn fewer calories, leading to the accumulation of excess fat instead of consuming the desired energy. In addition, skipping breakfast increases hunger at lunch and dinner, making the body crave more food, especially foods rich in starch, sugar, and fat. This increases the risk of overeating, causing the daily calorie intake to be higher than when maintaining a full and balanced diet. Moreover, eating a lot in the evening, when body activity decreases, will accumulate more fat, leading to rapid weight gain. Not only does it affect weight, skipping breakfast also causes nutritional imbalance. When skipping breakfast, the body is not provided with enough vitamins, minerals, and proteins needed to maintain activities. This can lead to weakness, fatigue, reduced resistance, affecting both physical and mental health. In particular, for those who have the habit of drinking coffee before breakfast, the acid in the stomach will be stimulated more strongly, easily causing stomach ulcers and digestive disorders. In addition, research also shows that skipping breakfast can cause loss of control of hunger and satiety hormones, making it difficult for the body to regulate the amount of food intake. Leptin, the hormone that helps the body recognize that it is full, is inhibited, while ghrelin, the hormone that stimulates hunger, increases, causing people who skip breakfast to tend to eat more at the following meals. This is the reason why many people not only fail to lose weight but also gain weight uncontrollably. Therefore, instead of skipping breakfast to lose weight, a scientific breakfast with foods rich in protein, fiber, and vitamins will help stimulate metabolism, effectively control hunger, and maintain a stable weight. Part 2. The risks of eating breakfast the wrong way. First, eating too much bad starch leads to obesity and diabetes. Many people have the habit of eating breakfast with foods containing refined starch such as white bread, vermicelli, pho, sticky rice, or cakes, without realizing that this is one of the causes of obesity and diabetes. These foods have a high glycemic index, GI, meaning that they are quickly broken down into glucose and absorbed into the blood, causing blood sugar to spike in a short time. However, due to the body's regulatory mechanism, insulin will be secreted to bring glucose into cells, causing blood sugar to drop rapidly. This strong fluctuation not only causes early hunger but also stimulates cravings, especially cravings for sweets and other starchy foods, creating a vicious cycle that causes more and more calories to be taken into the body. When the body continuously consumes bad starches without burning them in time, excess glucose will be converted into fat, increasing obesity. Visceral fat, the type of fat that accumulates around the organs in the body, is closely related to metabolic syndrome, including high blood pressure, high blood fat, and the risk of cardiovascular disease, fatty liver, type 2 diabetes, and dyslipidemia. In addition, refined starches often lack fiber, protein, and essential micronutrients, leading to the body absorbing energy quickly but not feeling full for a long time. This makes it easy for people to overconsume other foods during the day, increasing total calories, contributing to uncontrolled weight gain. Next, eating too much fat increases the risk of high blood fat. Popular breakfast foods such as fried foods, burgers, sausages, French fries, breakfasts with lots of butter, cheese, or fast food all contain large amounts of harmful fats. When consumed regularly, they increase the level of bad cholesterol in the blood, creating conditions for plaque formation on the artery walls, causing atherosclerosis, narrowing the blood vessels, obstructing blood circulation, and making the heart work harder to pump blood throughout the body, thereby increasing the risk of high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. Not only that, when there is excess saturated fat, beneficial cholesterol, which is responsible for transporting bad cholesterol out of the body, is reduced, causing the body to lose its natural protective mechanism, making dyslipidemia more serious. Moreover, when eating a lot of foods rich in saturated fat in the morning, the body is prone to slowness, lethargy, reduced concentration, and work performance. So what should the ideal breakfast be? The ideal time to eat breakfast is within an hour of waking up. A balanced breakfast needs to ensure three main nutritional groups: protein, fiber, and good starch, helping to provide stable energy without causing sudden increases in blood sugar. First, protein. helps maintain a feeling of fullness for a long time and supports muscle building. Good sources of protein include eggs, yogurt, nut milk, beans, and lean meat. Second, fiber helps improve digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and reduce bad cholesterol. Fiber is abundant in green vegetables, fruits, oats, chia seeds, and whole wheat bread. Third, good starch provides sustainable energy without increasing blood sugar too quickly. Good sources of starch include sweet potatoes, brown rice, whole wheat bread, oats, and nuts. Fourth, healthy fats helps the body absorb vitamins better and maintain stable energy. Can be supplemented from nuts, avocados, olive oil, and salmon. Some suggestions for healthy breakfasts: oatmeal cooked with nut milk, chia seeds, and fruit. Fried eggs served with whole wheat bread and salad. Greek yogurt combined with nuts and honey. Black bread with butter and salmon. Dear all, breakfast is not just a meal, but the foundation for long-term health. A small habit but can determine the quality of our life. So, from today, let's cherish breakfast, take the time to recharge properly, to protect our health and enjoy life to the fullest. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, so we can continue sharing helpful advice together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.